So the Batman animated series fan edit I did to Robin's Reckoning last time was so simple and quick. I'm going to go ahead and give it a go to see if I can cut the flashbacks out of Mask of the Phantasm and turn it into a single Batman episode. It's mostly him falling in love with this chick, but there's also just a complete Batman origin story in there. So if I can get that down to either 22 minutes for one episode or 44 minutes for 2 episodes, then we'll have something to work with there. So just like last time, I haven't checked any of this. I don't know if it's even gonna work or be possible. We're gonna start by getting the theme song placed in there. So that's all good. TV's aspect ratio is 720 by 544. So we're going to fix the movie. Not fix the movie, we're going to make it worse. Proper cropping. Next thing is the frame rate. I am willing to bet that the movie was in a higher frame rate. Maybe not. I'm gonna bump the frame rate up here. It doesn't look like a higher frame rate. I could be wrong. All right, now to go looking for flashback. Goes to the grave, he has a flashback. Dude, first time he's Batman, falls in love with a girl, flash forward. You can always tell when flashbacks end because people get drunk and the flashback blur begins to blurdy blur. I don't think this is gonna work. It ruins Mask of the Phantasm to not have the flashbacks in it. I'm not sure that the flashbacks by themselves are an interesting enough story, but you know, you get an idea, you try stuff out, you see how it. Flashback number 2, gets beat up, feels like a failure, tells his parents maybe I shouldn't be Batman, and the girl comes and she cries on him. It's pretty compelling. It is a good story. I just don't know if it's a good Batman. Now, there's this scene where he puts on the mask officially. Where is that at? It's Batcave, puts on Bat mask, and then finds the photograph from the end of The Shining. And that's how the show ends. And I don't think there's another flashback up. And then that's it. First things first, just to check the time of the flashbacks together, 17 minutes. This might not be totally accurate to just go and grab the credits from just a random Batman episode, but who cares? So with credits and the theme song, boom, 19 minutes. Same as Robin's Reckoning Part 2, which leaves the rest of the movie to 58 minutes, 1 hour. I don't think I'm going to edit Mask of the Phantasm. It kind of works the way it is. Could be pretty interesting as a first introductory episode. Okay, let's just see about story. We got theme song. Just starts off with him putting flowers on. It's not a terrible introduction to Batman. It's not a great intro. Maybe I could start off with this action scene that is right out of Batman Begins, where Batman shows up. Bruce Wayne just shows up in this silly vigilante getup. Lovey-dovey stuff. Wait a second. He drops her off, and she rejects him. I think I'm missing a flashback. There is. I'm remembering it now. She shows up to her house when they're hiding out, which is cool, because this flashback comes way later in the movie, but it's seconds after another flashback. We gotta leave. I'm in love with Bruce. And at this point, you still think that he's the Mask of the Phantasm. So there's a scene where she realizes that he's dead. Maybe I leave this out of the episode, so the Mask of the Phantasm is still a good mystery. That actually makes it a little bit better. That's where this scene goes. And now we've got all the flashbacks together. Runtime, 21 minutes. We're still within our legal limits. That's kind of cool. The episode just ends with him putting on a cowl and you don't ever actually see him. So does it start off good? I think starting the episode off with Bruce Wayne at his grave is fine. I've got another minute I could work with. I could maybe find some footage of his parents being killed. I'm gonna allow it. We're gonna get past some blurs here. I'm gonna use a little fade. I'm gonna use a bigger fade on the audio. Now, there's nothing saying that this is his origin story. You don't know that he's young there. You don't know why he's dressed like an idiot here. I still gotta think about a title card too. Blah! I'm bigger. You know what? I just said those two things back to back and realized what's happening. I need to make a title card and I need to establish that it's a flashback. I can make a title card that establishes that as a flashback. And I'm gonna find a backdrop. I went looking all over the place for something, but I think the best place to find an image that's gonna work is maybe just the background in the episode Appointment in Crime Alley, which is about Batman visiting where his parents died. Don't bulldoze our neighborhood! Okay, he beats up some thuggies. So here we go. So maybe that. We'll throw some temporary text in there. Batman Begin, just for the hell of it. This is the death of Bruce Wayne's parents as seen from the Justice League. Okay, so we'll have some music. Blah, boopa, doo, doo. There's plenty of music by Shirley Walker to put in there. I think it's funny that I'm dealing with like the lightning flash over. Like that's all the stuff that I was trying to get rid of in the Max. Definitely doesn't seem right here. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if it works yet. The other alternative is pulling this music maybe over. So this works so far. So wait a second, does he put 2 roses down on the grave and in Crime Alley? Or did he stop doing the grave? I guess he just goes as Batman now. I got paparazzi shots of Bruce Wayne putting down 2 roses on his parents' grave, and then a buddy of mine saw Batman putting down 2 roses in Crime Alley. Same place where the Waynes died? I don't know if this will have a place in there. Anyway, I'm gonna work on the rest of the transition. Ugh, it's so gross. People kissing Bruce Wayne's butt. I'm gonna guess not a good transition coming up. Smooching Bruce Wayne's butt. We're gonna crossfade. I'm gonna cut a little bit less of the butt. Alright, that's fine. How's the audio? Okay, gotta cut out sad bat, leave in hug bat. Okay, so there's a lot of context that's missing here. She says she's gotta leave town for a while. You know what? I don't think we need hush hush. We'll keep in the establishing shot. We're just gonna go straight for the proposal. The dad is introduced. Maybe it makes sense. Okay, obviously I gotta move the dialogue over. Might just cut out one line about it being hush hush. Does this cut work? This is what I was saying before. There's a big gap between this, but in terms of chronology, this happens in the same moment. So we're gonna get rid of the cut to black. You never know with these things. You end a scene, it's got a little bit of slowness to it, a little bit of tension, but you continue a scene, it should just go right into it. That guy, he flicks a cigarette and then immediately lights another. You see the weird things that happen? Well, you know what though? I like it because he's got a full cigarette. It's like he just wasted it just so he could flick it on a rich guy's car and then he lights another cigarette. I kind of like that as a douchebag move. We'll start this right on the strike. Push in on a Batcave, and this I think has some narration. So without her narration, him being all, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, to them just running, without the narration, it's not very good, so get rid of the whole shot. Whatever it takes. There, turn that into a still. Mad dad. My dad. That's not my dad, he's just a mad dad. Plop that in there. Yeah, probably just fade out. All right? That's a promise. It works, puts on the mask and becomes Batman. Okay, the real question here is, does it make a good episode by itself? Without the rest of the story wrapped around it, it almost seems like the only reason he's becoming Batman is because he got rejected. There's this whole thing in the middle where he asks his parents' permission to not have to do this so that he can be happy. But then when he realizes that crime intervenes and everything, he has no choice but to become Batman. Maybe that'd be a good moment to remind him of his past. Does it work? It does kind of help bring back why he's becoming Batman. Back into his past and puts on the cape and cowl and the end. Of course, that does make these last few seconds like just Batman's origin story in like under a minute. His parents got shot. He dressed up like a bat. The end. But I can't make a 1 minute long episode 21:55. You know, I'm not gonna say that this is perfect, but I think it's a good little intro to Batman. Definitely kicks off the show with a little more continuity. So I'm gonna leave it how it is, where I've got it now. I'll clean up the title card some. Maybe I'll redo the credits. I doubt it. It's really just there for effect. Get something better here without the Cartoon Network logo in it. Other than that, that concludes my Batman animated series fan edits. I will be showing my Terminator 3 fan edit pretty soon, so still keep an eye out for that. And I will be doing a live stream fan edit of something Star Wars or something with Marvel movies. I'm not sure which yet. Keep an eye taken out of your head for those things. Woo! So he's happy when he realizes that Bruce Wayne is Batman. But you run it the opposite way. And this is the fun of fan editing. Let's just do that real quick. This clip here. Reverse that clip. Now we got him slowly becoming terrified. Alright, let's see how it looks.
It will now be indefinite.
Poor Robin.